we had the NFL Combine last week, the NFL Draft still a couple of weeks away, and every year out of the Combine, we kind of get these storylines, right? And you do a good job, or you do a great job of kind of like marking them down and then exposing them later on, years later, months later, whatever. The first one is about Saquon Barkley. He's this year's generational talent. How much of a cliche is that?
It's a big cliche. It depends on when it's used, first of all. You could argue it from both perspectives. You could argue it from the perspective of a prospect being a generational talent, and that's usually when people get in trouble. And then there's people who have already accomplished a lot who are generational talents like LeBron James or someone in that regard. Um, in that case, it's a lot more of arguing whether what they've accomplished makes them a generational talent. But you see it a lot with prospects. And once in a generation, this guy, it's a big cliche because there's a lot of prospects in a generation. And what's a generation?
Right. Who are some of the guys that have made that list and you just love calling people out for it?
Well, Trent Richardson in the running back category back in 2012 was certainly there. I think that he was one of the people who can't miss
Yeah.
prospects who turned out to be really bad. There was I saw in basketball there was Jahlil Okafor who hasn't been good,
Yep.
who hasn't had very productive career yet. In football, Cam Newton, um, in terms of athleticism, he's once in a generation, and I think that people thought that he would be something that would turn out to be a once in a generation talent. He's shown signs of it,
Sure.
like back in 2015, and he could still do it, but I don't know if he's really hit that mark yet. But he was certainly there.